Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Crosswatchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of November 17th through the 23rd, 2025. We're going to pull 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Philly Tarot to celebrate the Philadelphia Marathon on the 23rd, which I will be participating in. So if you're in the area and you want to watch me fight for my life, feel free to join. First card out for you, Sagittarius, is the 6 of Swords in reverse. There's a desire here to just get to strong, solid, stable ground and know exactly where you stand at in life. Sagittarius, for like the past 2 months or so, there's been a little bit of apprehension I've been picking up in your readings. A little bit of like, how is life gonna pan out for me? Just sort of feeling a bit up in the air. So we go into this week feeling the need for peace and certainty, solid ground, craving solid ground. And so you may even feel drawn back into old familiar comforts, whether that's like an old comfort TV show or meal that you used to eat growing up or something like that. Nurture your inner child, and you may even feel drawn to like dressing comfortably, being warm and cozy. It is the season for that if you are in the Northern Hemisphere, especially. So allow yourself that pleasure. Also, make sure you're getting plenty of rest during this time. Just be kind to yourself in general. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. See, this to me is, again, kind of showing that desire for security. I'm even seeing like feeling drawn to just stay in, enjoy coziness, not really wanting to do too much outside of your comfort zone and your routine until you've secured some form of safety and security that you're really craving. Now, this is exactly why, by the way, people who are in toxic relationships end up not going out of their comfort zone quite a bit, you know? It's because nothing about that relationship feels safe and secure, and then you're drawn into your safety at security comfort zone, which is not the area of life that you grow in. There's nothing wrong with your comfort zone, by the way, but there is when, how do I put it? It's like if your nervous system is constantly in fight or flight, due to toxic or normal reasonable circumstances, you're going to desire safety, comfort, doing what is familiar and not expanding beyond your comfort zone, okay? Now, in some situations, that's perfectly fine. Like if you've been really going out of your comfort zone a lot, like pushing beyond what is normal and comfortable for you, and like pushing yourself either socially or when it comes to your goals, when it comes to like athletics, you know, it is totally cool to even just like a little bit each day go back and just enjoy the things that are known, you know. However, it only becomes a problem when there's something actively in our life that's harming us, and that's why our nervous system is kind of in this fight or flight mode and we're craving security, you know. And we don't allow ourselves to grow because we keep ourselves stuck in these environments that keep us on edge all the time. So just make sure that the reason behind why you're feeling drawn to comfort right now is a good one that's worth it, you know, and not something that's just totally toxic and unstable, you know. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I mean, like mentally, it feels like a standstill almost, just sort of stuck in one place until you feel like you have found that safety and comfort. Like, for example, some of you guys might not be wanting to do anything outrageous or spend any crazy money yet because you might not have that financial security, or emotionally, like you might not want to push something beyond its sort of emotional threshold because you're wanting to make sure that like a relationship or your mental health is like rock solid before you really push into uncharted territories relationship wise. So it's very interesting. We have the World in reverse. I'm getting such a massive craving for closure and just figuring this out. Let's see, 4 of Swords in reverse. There's a lot of cards here that are showing like staying in the same place, staying comfortable, resting and recovering, desiring movement and closure, so that way you can return back to your growth zone. I feel like Sagittarius energy people very much enjoy being in that growth zone, but there's something here holding you back. This could be like an injury or an illness that's like forcing you to sit down when all you want to do is get up, for example, and like waiting for the closure of that to be gone. So that way you can go back into your growth zone. You know, that may be something here that you're struggling with mentally. This could apply to any area of life. It doesn't have to be physical. It could also be relationally. It could also be financially, career-wise, etc. For a lot of you guys, it may manifest across multiple areas of life. And you could be feeling a certain antsiness, just wanting completion and closure of this issue. 3 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's almost giving this feeling of like life being at a standstill. There's things happening out there that's cool and interesting. Parties you want to attend, places you want to travel, relationships you want to have, things you want to do physically, but you can't. Okay? Also, all of your cards are in reverse, which kind of shows this sort of internal stuckness. But my recommendation for you, Sagittarius, is to try to find the blessings and the peace within this energy instead of resisting it. Like if you are forced to stay behind to save money or recover, for example, it's like try to view things in a positive light. Are there books that you could catch up on reading? Was there a video game you really wanted to play? Now's the time to do it, you know? Was there a domestic skill you wanted to learn, such as like bread making or something like that? This is definitely the time to do things like that. And when you sort of reframe your mind to view what you're working with in a positive light, it'll just really change everything. Like if you're stuck laying on the couch because you have a broken foot or something, and all you want to do is get up and dance with your friends, but you can't, it's like, okay, well, maybe there's a language you always wanted to learn. Now's the time to learn it. You know, what else are you doing? So it's like, try to view this from a very positive lens, because everything happens for a reason. The universe is not punishing you. It is trying to balance energies out in your life, because what I feel like happened was you spent so long in your growth zone that you may have burnt yourself out, injured yourself, or like just created circumstances in which things need to be balanced now and integrated. This is a season of integration. It's a season of healing and balance and restfulness. And there's a lot to learn from this season. So the huge message this week is to embrace that, all right? Instead of trying to continue to push crazy forward and make this period even longer in doing so. So I hope that makes sense. Life is still out there for you. You're not being left behind. So yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you've not already. Doing those 3 things help boost this video and this channel way more than you realize, especially commenting. I've noticed, like, spamming the comment section with positivity, love, good vibes really will boost Sagittarius's videos. And let me tell you, you guys are actually one of my more popular signs. So thank you for being here. We're finally starting to outnumber the Capricorns on this channel. If you're new here, this channel had like a long history of being like 60 to 70% Capricorn viewers, and the lack of symmetry was driving me insane. So I'm really happy to see more balance there. Team Sagittarius, if you want to be my most popular sign, do all the things, okay? Anyways, thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you. Bye.